Before we get into the video, let me just mention that for my 1000 subscriber special, I have decided to do a Q&A based on your suggestions. So if you guys have any questions or things you want me to do, please leave them in the comments down below. Thank you! Hello lovelies! Do you guys know what day it is? It's a week and a half past Thomas's birthday! Yay! Okay, I know how late I am, like not even in regards to his birthday. I mean, I said I put up this speed paint in 2 days. It has been 4 days when I'm recording this video. So this piece, oh god, this piece. I started this piece a week before Thomas Sander's birthday, so it was like, I don't know, it was like the 17th or something, the 16th, 17th, and then I kept working on it for like 3, 4, 5 hours a day, every day, up till his birthday, but I still couldn't finish it. I kept on working because, you know, better late than never, and I like just finished it. I finished it like yesterday evening, which is insane to me. By yesterday evening, I mean yesterday evening here, so it must be like morning today for you guys. For you guys in EST. Yeah. So that happened, and okay, what this video is going to be is a 30-minute long speed paint with me talking like this for the whole thing. So this is like completely unscripted, except I have some like, you know, notes for me to look at on the screen right now. So first, explanation for this piece. So I don't think you guys like saw the rough pretty clearly. But this is a birthday gift for Thomas Sanders, which is like very crazy because it has been like over a week since his birthday. But anyway, and like basically what I wanted to do is draw not every single, but draw every single like main like big character that he has portrayed, like whether it's on his like vines or on like a stage show or on his YouTube channel. That's what I like set out to do, but turns out he played like a shit ton of characters. Sorry for the language, but like, yeah, I like to swear. So I just compromised and drew like 52. I think, yeah, it's 52 characters. So like those include, of course, the Sender sides and, you know, his stage productions, some of his Vine characters, his other YouTube characters, like for example Dr. Picani, and the Fitness for You guy, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it took 5 ever to get this finished, like I mentioned before. I live in a boarding school. Yeah, I go to a boarding school, and the drawing isn't really encouraged in this boarding school, so I really can't afford to draw during the daytime. So I would like work on this piece after I went into my dorm, like from like 11 p.m. to well into dawn, like for like 4 to 5 hours almost every day. And don't worry, I got enough sleep. I like could sleep in my self-study time and my break times during the day, which means I actually had like a pretty stable sleeping schedule. Like usually my sleeping schedule is really hectic. Sorry, sorry Thomas Sanders, my circadian rhythm does not exist. But like during the time I was working on this piece, I was so focused on getting this one thing done that I really couldn't afford to let sleep overthrow me. So I like made sure I am getting enough sleep during the daytime. It's kind of ironic, but like, that's what happened. So yeah. Also, speaking of time, when you look at the bottom right of the screen, you would probably see my the clock in my laptop. But I know like most of you, like 99.9% of you are not Korean. So right now it says afternoon, so it's PM. Right now it says PM. Yeah, that's what that mark at the before the 11.42 means. It's PM. I'll tell you guys if it turns into AM, but the reason I told you to look at the clock is because it shows how much this speed paint is, you know, sped up. Yeah, of course, sped up. Yeah, so those are the minutes turning. See, I see people like commenting that I draw really fast, like I take less time to draw a piece, which is so not true. I'm like notorious among my friends to draw really late. Like when they ask me to draw something which I take money for, I really can't afford to like draw anything for free right now. It takes me like forever, so they know. Like they know what they're in for, but they're still like, wow, you take like a lot of time to draw this simple thing. Like I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to art, so that happens a lot. Yeah, so because it took like a total of 50-60 hours to get this finished, but the speed paint is like only 30 minutes long. Only 30 minutes long. It is really sped up. I think it's like 80 times sped up right now. So, yeah, what do you guys see me drawing right now is, I think it's like the main characters that, like the Tumblr fandom at least is familiar with. So this is Sleep. This was actually the first time I've ever drawn Sleep, and that pose on the right that I'm referencing right now is a pose that I'm really fond of, because like it flashes by for a split second in his Trouble in Bed Sonder shorts. I think it was sometime earlier this year. I would like to say sometime earlier this year. And yeah, Sleep is such an adorable character. I really like. I don't really mind that he might not like turn up in the Sandra Sides videos, but I would love to see more of him. He's amazing. Yeah. Also, yeah, this guy is the. I forgot the name of the video. I think it was, yeah, it's Let's Get Physical, the fitness guide, and Let's Get Physical, the one where Joan is dressed up in Wonder Woman gear. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Brain. You guys all love Brain. I love Brain too. Actually, this drawing of Brain is something I'm actually really fond of because it's really simplistic, but I like how the proportions and everything turned out. And that is, yeah, a lot of people don't know who that is. That is actually Ian Fickelman from the episode of Bizarre Varg that Thomas Anderson was in. So you guys might have seen I'm in a Disney Show, a video that he put up on YouTube. So yeah, you guys better check that Bizarre Varg episode out because it's hilarious. Thomas is really good in it. So yeah. And like from now on, I'm probably gonna draw like a bunch of musical characters, musicals and plays that Thomas was in. So that is Coco from Hot Mikado. That is producers Leo Bloom. I think I'm just gonna keep on like dropping names because the speed paint is so fast. I really don't have much time to explain everything. Yeah. So that was supposed to be Leo being afraid of the samurai sword Coco is like wielding about right now. But you know, I hope that turned out the way I wanted it to. That is of course JD from Heathers. You guys all know JD because Heathers is super big on YouTube. That is Prospero from Return to the Forbidden Planet, I think. Yeah, that is it. That is Judas from Jesus Christ Superstar. Like I can't imagine what Thomas like would have been like several years ago when he was like younger than right now. Obviously, playing all these like random ass roles. But I have no doubt that he would have like, excelled at every one of them. Like I really want to see like more of his performances. Like about the only performance we get to see of him, like when he was in, you know, the community theater, is the ones he put on YouTube in the video, you know, reacting to my old musicals, which is like one of my favorite, all-time favorite videos of him because I love seeing him perform. So yeah, that is Into the Woods. Relatively recent show, I think. Yeah, and the one where he got the, you know, old prince, like Roman outfits, which is cool. That is, okay, most of you might not know about this, but when you follow him on Twitter, he actually posted, I think it was Instagram or Snapchat, something of someone else like filming him. I think it was high school, yeah, and he played, you know, Dr. Seuss. That is Billy, oh my god, Billy Crocker, yes, from Anything Goes. I actually don't know anything about Anything Goes, so I have no idea. That is... that is Zac Efron. Oh, never mind. That is Troy Bolton from Disney's High School Musical. Yeah, and this one, actually, I don't think many people would know this too. This is a character called Hysterium from Forum. Yeah, I forgot the full name of Forum. I keep forgetting the full name of Forum, but just called Forum. Yeah. So yeah, that is actually from Rent. He played an ensemble member in Rent. I got this image from his Instagram and Twitter. It's on the description. It says he is the Christmas guy, the Christmas something guy from Rent. This is Phil from White Christmas, and that is, yeah, you guys probably know, that's Don Lockwood from Singing in the Rain. So actually, about White Christmas, like all these like random rules that like maybe some people won't be familiar with, I got them all from the website of Gainesville Community Theater, which is a community theater Thomas used to perform in, which is kind of like cyber stalking, I think, but you know, I wanted to make this piece as like, you know, thorough as possible, as comprehensive as possible. So I just, yeah, did that. It just flashed by, but I actually drew something from Ultimate Storytime too. But because I didn't get to watch the show, I'm not in the US, I just had to improvise and, you know, draw him in that signature jumper that he wears, like holding a mic, which is kind of like the Ultimate Storytime poster. And that is Sun and Moon from like a recent Sender short. That is also the side quest and the main story from also a recent Sender short. It also flashed by, but I also drew a cat and a dog on the bottom of the piece because, you know, he portrays a lot of cats and dogs in his Vine/shorts. Yeah, and I love it every time. Like, there's this one Vine where, like, it's a very old Vine. It's a very like a classic one where he's playing catch with a dog, and the dog catches it, fetches it. Oh yeah, he's playing fetch with the dog. Oh my god, my English. And the dog catches it, and the dog is like, you know, voiced over by Thomas. He's like, "That was fun. Do it again. Do it again." And you know, Thomas is like, "Okay, give me the toy." And the dog won't give him the toy, but it just keeps saying, "Do it again. It was fun. Do it again." And Thomas is like, "Give me the toy." Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of it. It's so funny. Oh, that is the Firefly from, I don't know like how many guys you know about it, but it's also in the, oh my god, it's the dating, like I Get Sexy, yeah, I Get Sexy video on YouTube has that Firefly. Also, old Vine of him has that Firefly of, you know, the Firefly getting all lighted up to attract its mates. And Thomas being perpetually single. Oh yeah, that's October. So actually, I wasn't planning on drawing October, but I like did a small poll on Tumblr to see what like are your favorite like Sender shorts and Vine characters, or so that I can include them in this video. Turns out like most of you have the same favorites as mine, you know, like the classic ones like Sleep and Brain, and like the Sun and Moon and the cats and the dogs. But it turns out like actually quite few of you like October, which like I get where you're coming from. October is like super sexy. That's the point of it. So I was like, cool, it's super random, but let's put October in, because I give back to you guys. Okay, I actually forgot to draw Javert because I was planning on drawing him with like the other cosplays that Thomas did on like the musicals real life bind series, including like, Newsies and Sweetie Todd and stuff, but I didn't think I had like the capacity and the space in the drawing and the time to actually draw all of them. So I just ended up putting Javert from Les Mis, because he actually performed as Javert in Les Mis next to the other show characters that he portrayed. So that was the end of the line art. Now I'm getting into my flat coloring. Okay, so because this is kind of like super routine and nothing really interesting to look at, let's talk about the songs that I listened to when I was drawing all this. So I said it took me 60 hours. I can't draw for 60 hours without any tunes. So while I was on this, actually Thomas's new original song came out, so I got obsessed with that for a while. It's called, I think most of you like watching this video would have listened to it already, but if you haven't, give it a listen right away. It's an amazing song, and it also features like some old home videos of Thomas, so you have a lot to look at. It's called On the Borderline, and like regardless of any bias I might have on the song, because it is a song from one of my favorite human beings on the earth, but it's actually a genuinely amazing song. So, oh my god, I have a kind of a cold right now, sorry guys. So, On the Borderline, I listened to that on repeat for at least like 3 nights straight, which means I listened to it for like 12 to 15 hours. It must have played for like about 100 times. I have no idea. Other than that, I listened to a lot of Thomas Sanders because I was drawing a lot of Thomas Sanders. I also listened to the things we used to share. I listened to like the Heather's bootleg that he played in. I listened to a lot of like random YouTube videos that he made. Like I literally went into his playlist of all his videos and I just hit play and kept it like going on in the background. I think I binge listened to all of the Sanders size videos at least like 3 times while working on this gigantic piece that I'm so glad I'm finished. Like, even though I'm really proud of it and I don't regret every second of drawing this, it really, it burns someone down to like work on a single piece for so long, trying to make it as best as it could possibly be. Yeah, it takes effort. It takes like, yeah, it takes a lot of effort. Yeah. So I talked about like doing research for, oh my god, yeah, this little detail of it, their like emblems, their marks. Yeah, I have a big thing for detail when I'm drawing. I get that complimented a lot, which is like very cool because I love it when people, recognize the little bits of effort that I put into my pieces, because yeah, it takes a bit more than you guys may think to draw these, Anyway, so yeah, I have a huge thing for detail, so I made sure I had like everything, like the thing I'm drawing right now, for example, romance emblem, or I'm gonna call them emblems, and this could be gayer thing. I tried to like draw the letters on my own, but turns out that's really difficult, so I just like pasted the thing from his shirt, his merch store, and then I drew over it. And yeah, I have to mention this. So this reference photo I'm looking at right now is from Why Do We Get Out of Bed in the Morning? I think his most recent Sanders Science video, apart from Copters the Musical. And like one of the very like random reasons I love that video so much is because we get to finally see what the sides wear, other than, you know, their like from the shoulders down, which is like we only get to see above their shoulders when we watch the Senses videos. But yeah, Erin did an amazing job creating like illustrations for not only for Roman, but she actually drew like the other sides a few times too, which was like super cool. So we get to finally see what pants they wear. So like Roman and Patton's pants aren't visible in this piece, but I got to like draw the black slacks that Logan apparently wears, and the ripped jeans that Virgil wears, and also the purple canvas shoes that he wears. Like, that's so adorable. He's wearing like a purple hoodie, a purple shirt, and ripped jeans and a purple canvas shoes. He's such an emo nightmare, and I love him so much. Yeah. Okay, so this is super late, but I have to apologize for my cold and the speed of which I may be talking, because I am a very fast speaker when I get excited, and all my pronunciation starts being jumbled. And English isn't even my first language, so it really isn't easy for me to be talking like on and on and on for like 30 minutes. That's, yeah. So you guys may have noticed that the line art took up like about a half of the whole video, which makes sense because it took about half of the whole, you know, amount of time I spent into this piece. Like, that happens a lot. I don't think I'm not sure if it's like for the other artists out there, but for me, drawing the line work takes about half of the whole process. So yeah, that's the ultimate storytelling character I was talking about. Oh god, I really wish I could someday see Ultimate Storytime, although I don't live in the US. Like, I may be able to afford a trip to the US like about like later next year. Because I'm like in a place where I have to like spend a lot of time studying right now. It's a very important crossroads in my life currently. So I really can't afford to, you know, do any traveling, but like when I get all of this finished academically, I might be able to go to the US finally, maybe on my own or with like a few of my close friends, definitely not with family, and like go binge watch some some musicals, and like hopefully go to like VidCon or like a Thomas Anders event or like playlist or something maybe. And also, yeah, it would be like a dream come true if I maybe get to meet Thomas like in person. But like, that's just wishful thinking. Yeah, okay, this crafter's jar. Okay. It was so fun drawing this. Like, I have a thing for drawing things like the exact same way. Like, I could have just copy pasted the jar, but I just wanted to draw it so much. Like, I think there's this kind of homemade, like, DIY feeling when you, like, draw something the way it exactly is. Like, it doesn't turn out, like, exactly, like, the same, which is, I think, like, the point. Yeah, I like that feeling so much. So, I'm not sure if, like, you guys realize this, but Thomas reuses a lot of shirts when he's filming the shorts, because, obviously, he won't have as many shirts as he has the short stories. So what I realized is that the two duos that I drew, like the immune system and illness and the main story and the side quests, they actually have the same shirts. Like, when there's like a duo in Thomas's videos, he actually reuses the same two shirts over and over again, like the black one with white dots and the white one with black dots, which is kind of neat. So yeah, I realized that while I was drawing for this piece. Yeah, I'm finally starting shading. And yes, you guys probably noticed the jump right there. Like, I had no shading whatsoever. Suddenly I have shading for all four sides, plus Dr. Picani, plus the seat. So that happened because I lost the footage for the shading of that piece. of that part. Sorry guys, that's like a big part, but I like totally lost the finish. But you guys can see me shading all these show characters. Yay. Yeah. Did I forget to mention like some of these? Yeah, the guy with the round hat like way behind there. Okay, I have to wait a bit for me to shade on that character, but that character is actually from Hello Dolly, Cornelius Hagel, which I like searched forever to find an image, reference image for, and then I like found one on his Instagram, and he looks so young in that photo. You guys have to check it out. Oh yeah, and that like one wearing like all white, back there, like right next to Thomas in Ultimate Storytime, is iraeim from Eden something Eden. Come on, iraeim from. Oh my god, I may have actually lost that. Okay, I will place that as like a subtitle up there when I find out what the name of the musical is. But he played it iraeim, like as in Adam and Eve. Yeah. So I'm starting shading on the clothes right now. I realized that I'm almost finished actually. What? Okay, what did I also want to talk about? Actually, I think that's about it. Oh, okay. I only said I listened to like a lot of Sanders's videos and Heather's and you know Thomas Sanders in general when I was drawing this, but I also listened to like a bunch of other songs. There's this song called Fairytale. It's a Vocaloid song. I used to be super into Vocaloid when I was younger, but now I'm kind of out of it. But like that song is amazing. You guys have to check it out. It's not from any like it's not sung by like a very popular Vocaloid, but it's originally sung by Gumi. But it has been covered by oh my god, I forgot. Okay, wait a second. Its name is super difficult to remember. Like. There you are. VY1V4. It's called Fairytale, comma. There's a comma next to Fairytale. It's an amazing song, but the vocally performance is actually really amazing because like you can actually believe it if someone told you it was a human being. Like it growls and well, it's insane. You guys have to check it out. I also listen to like a bunch of musical soundtracks. Obviously, I'm a huge musical nerd, Broadway nerd. I listen to Hamilton, I listen to Dear Evan Hansen, I listen to the Wicked soundtrack, I listen to falsettos. I listen to what was it? I actually haven't listened to the Be More Chill soundtrack yet. Don't hate me. I'm planning on doing it very soon. Yeah, and I also listen to that oh, I also listened to a song called Orange by 96 Neko, who is an Utaitek. Yeah, and what did I also listen to? I completely forgot. Oh, right. I listen to like other YouTubers as well. I listen to like Miranda Kathleen Reese. I listen to like CinemaSins, and you know the ones you can just listen to and not really. You don't really have to watch the video. So yeah, about this cat and dog. Okay, I'm really bad at drawing animals. You guys like might not know that about me because I did a pretty good job drawing the birds. I did for like that particular pattern piece that you guys may have known because I have a speed paint up right here. But like I really have to look at references to draw animals. That I also looked at references. You can see that in the video when I was drawing the birds for the pattern piece. But yeah, I really hope I could one day draw animals without references. That's like one of my art goals right now. Okay, this is a little detail, but like the time mark on the microwave character from Thomas's Sanders shorts, the time mark says 4/24, so it's like his birthday date. That's a little detail I put in there. I really can't get over the fact that Virgil wears purple. That Virgil wears purple canvas shoes. That's so... Converse shoes. That's so adorable. Yeah, I'm finished. Yay! So guys, yeah, thank you for sticking with me while I was like rambling on about this piece. Yeah, so here's the finished product, which is super cool. I also have this on my Tumblr, so if you guys have a Tumblr account, I would really appreciate it if you went there and reblogged it or like liked it or, you know, put a comment on it. That would be super cool. And also, before we go, I'll remind you once again that I have hit 1,000 subscribers. What? And based on the suggestions you gave to me on the previous video, I decided I was going to do a celebratory Q&A session. So if you guys have any questions for me, you can leave them on the comments down below. Apart from like a simple Q&A, I'm probably going to do like a bunch of random stuff like, you know, humming along to On the Borderline or like doing a bunch of crazy stuff with my violin and stuff. So you guys can just like put down on the comments like whatever you want to see me do. I'm probably going to include them in my Q&A video. Yeah, I think I'll probably have time to get to all the questions, but no promises, but I'll try though, like depending on the number of comments I get. Yeah, so this was a blast. I hope you guys also had fun, and I will see you next time. Have a nice day, and I'll be back soon.